Hey Rams fans, I just want to do a quick video analyzing one of the plays that I saw, going back and look at some of the tape here in the Minnesota preseason game. And what this is going to do, I know we've all been talking about, the offensive line struggling, and I just want to look at basically a few different positions in this play just to see how they're performing. And looking at this, did our offensive line play poorly? Absolutely. We got owned this past weekend. I'm not going to deny that, and I know nobody else will. But there's also a few other things, some positives and some negatives here that I want to look at, taking it kind of position by position. First of all, the offensive line. What I'm going to do is I'm going to roll the film here, and I don't have a telestrator or anything. I apologize for that, but uh, that's Fraley there at center. Now, first of all, I want you to look at his helmet after the ball is snapped, and I'm just going to let this run real quick. That's called getting owned, okay? So, so I just wanted to make that known, and also you can see almost a free release by the left defensive end of Minnesota here as well. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to let this run a little bit, and then I'm going to have to do that to rewind it. Now what this play typically is just a typical Shurmur bubble screen, and it's actually a perfect call because as you can see, the two cornerbacks are actually playing press coverage on Amendola as well as Burton. Now, if they weren't playing press coverage, this play would not work. What's going to happen is the left guard is going to give a free release to the defensive tackle. Amendola is going to slowly shift over to the left, and as you're going to see when I roll this, the cornerback totally bites and follows him over, and that puts a big void right in here. Okay. And what Burton's going to have to do is he's going to have to get some separation and kind of get into this area. So this, in my opinion, was actually a perfect call in this situation with the press coverage. But there's a couple reasons why this didn't work. This is actually the play where the ball got batted because of the left tackle getting such major penetration on the left side of the defensive tackle rather. So one thing I want you to look at, the first thing we looked at how the offensive line kind of got owned, or the center. Let's take a look at Ogbonnaya here. He's at the 16-yard line. This is just like a one or two step drop by Bradford, quick shot pass. Okay. Now Ogbonnaya should be actually focusing on what his job is in this play is to pick up anybody who might be released or a blitz, something that might be coming through. Because Bradford doesn't need a lot of time for one, but any extra little chip would be great. And I'm just going to roll this real quick and keep an eye on Ogbonnaya. He's at the 16-yard line right now. Okay, he's still at the 16, and it took him a little while to react. And now, could he have reacted a little quicker? This happens so fast, it's really hard to tell. But the bottom line is our offensive lineman, I believe it's Jason Smith, got totally owned on this play as well. And as you can see, everybody was right in Bradford's face. Now, you're supposed to let the line come through, yeah, but I think 5 yards is going a little too much. But on the good side, let's look at the positives here. Let me rewind this again. This play had potential for major yardage. Let's take a look at, keep an eye on Burton down here. He's actually covered fairly well, but with Bradford's accuracy, I have a feeling this pass could have been right on the money, and it could have gave Burton a real big opportunity, especially with the linebackers and the corners biting on the play. Okay, you can see there's Burton. Now look at the big hole. Amendola does a great job by coming across. The corner totally bites. The linebacker's actually playing up. Now take a look. If Burton catches this ball, even the safety is biting to the middle here. This could have been a very big play for the Rams. So, what did I make out of this play? First of all, I think obviously our offensive line really struggled. Second of all, I think we need to have better play from our running back and fullback, and I saw some things with Carney too that he really struggled on some blitz pickups. I think our wide receivers actually are playing fairly well, and I think with a little more time together, and obviously this wasn't really our starting unit because of the positions were all mixed up, but I think we have a lot of potential here, and we'll see what happens this week against Cleveland.